Black women are villains. Welcome back to the Dark Skin Clique. Y'all know who it is. I'm Akila Shea, back at it again with another video, and this is my well-anticipated part 3 to my villain series. Many of us, including myself, have fell into the trap of trying to prove all the negative, filthy things that outsiders say about us wrong, trying to prove that we're not a monolith and we don't blanketly act the same way. But after a while, that gets you nowhere. You're just gonna go inside of a continuous loop and run in circles and just tire out your mind and honestly go crazy. There's no point in going back and forth with people who already don't like us. There's no point in going back and forth with people who have already made up their minds about us, because you cannot change a mind that's already made up. Trust me, and it doesn't matter how right you think you are. So instead of going back and forth with our detractors and giving them the negative energy and responses that they want, we need to be building a pedestal for ourselves. We need to be centering our own image and coming up with tactics where we can successfully level up, improve our image. And listen, I don't care who calls us selfish for centering ourselves. I don't care who calls us jealous or insecure for being exclusive. I don't care who calls us a quote-unquote victim for venting about our experiences and issues. Akila Shea is always team us. And I'm encouraging the rest of the Dark Skin Clique to be team us, no matter what they call you. It's okay to be perceived as the villain, because what we're doing is going to improve the future generation of African American dark-skinned women that come after us. And when the subject of colorism comes up, when people hear us eavesdrop on us talk about how we want to gatekeep our image, where fully black women with little to no racial admixture need to be the face of black beauty, West African beauty. When you say this, be prepared to be called jealous. When you say this, be prepared to be accused of dividing the black community. Be prepared of people accusing you of hating mixed people. And be prepared for people to just flat out call you ugly and undeserving of that type of promotion. I've already addressed these sad talking points, and I'm not going to become a broken record. Monoracial women of West African descent need to be the face of our own image, and we need to, more importantly, control our own image. I'm never going to apologize for saying that. I don't care who perceives us as the villain for it, because they're going to villainize you whether you make a stand or not. We all know this to be true. They always shit on us unprovoked. You know, the manosphere, the golden sphere, and other outsiders. You know, y'all are ratchet, y'all are rude, y'all are ghetto, y'all are ugly, y'all are masculine. And a lot of us have been falling into the trap, going on their podcasts, going back and forth with them on lives, making video responses. And I'm talking about multiple creators with this. I'm not just specifying one. There's a lot of black women who are falling into their trap. And at this point, we can't do that. For one, they're feeding off of our energy and depleting our energy. And for two, they're gaining clout off of the controversy. So yeah, we should no longer be participating. A better way to combat their shit talking is to make our positive representation more influential than their hate. We need to be focused on creating positive media representation that outshines their hate. Moving forward, that is what I want us to focus on here at the Dark Skin Clique. There's going to be more videos to come on strategies we can use to build and create better imagery for ourselves on a micro level and on a macro level. So staying silent and refusing to argue is actually a good strategy, because once we go silent and these trolls keep trolling, people will eventually see who the true villains are. If we argue back and forth and, try to troll them back, that just gives them more ammunition to attack, essentially. If you've seen part 1 and 2 to my villain series, you know that this series isn't actually about being a villain. I'm not telling any of you to go out and intentionally be rude or to intentionally embody pre-existing stereotypes. My message isn't actually to be a villain. My message is don't care if you're perceived as one, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna villainize you no matter what route you choose to take. You can kiss up to these people, throw other black women under the bus, and still be perceived as a villain in the long run. Or you can empower yourself, join our team, and not care what these people think. That's another thing I would like to address in this video, is other black women are definitely joining in with these outsiders clowning us. And when I say outsiders, yes, that includes black men. So I don't know what these black women, I want to call them token black women, because they're being used as tokens, essentially. I don't know what the tokens think they're gaining by throwing us under the bus and pandering and kissing up to these groups who are clowning us. I'll say this: tokens will eventually get spent. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. Tokens will eventually get spent. To all of you tokens out there, when the red pill guys, the golden sphere, the exoticals, the right-leaning conservatives, when they finally give you your nigga wake-up call, you're gonna wish that you were on this side all along, because they're gonna eventually spend you like the change you are in their pockets. We've already seen this with Fanita. She's been kissing up to the white community for a long time. She's been thirsting after white men and pedestalizing them for a long time, and it bit her in the ass. She got spent. Now she's looking like a clown. And this can happen to us if you kiss up to any of these communities who really don't have your best interest. See, what the tokens don't get is that these groups are self-interest first. They prioritize and center themselves first, which they should. It's their group. The red pill community is always going to be men first. The golden sphere and exotical community is always going to be mixed people first. So as a black woman, it serves no benefit to kiss up to groups that don't serve your image. That is another reason why I don't care about being perceived as a villain. Every other group is out here for themselves, which I'm not blaming them for, by the way. But if other groups get to be self-serving, so do we over here at the Dark Skinned Clique. At the end of the day, I can sleep at night because I'm not on here dragging people's phenotype or co-signing other accounts that are dragging people's phenotype. I'm not spewing out racist rhetoric against other people groups and nationalities. So I don't care about these other content creators trying to paint me as a villain, because I know that I'm not one. The evidence speaks for itself. With that being said, y'all know who this is. I'm Akila Shea, and if you want more content like this, please subscribe to the Dark Skin Clique, and I'll see you in the next one.